Hi, I'm George Brown, the Director of Clermont Senior Services. It's been my honor to be the Director for the last almost 20 years. But when you talk about the history of Clermont Senior Services, we really do have to begin with Lois Brown Dale. The major legacy of Lois Brown Dale was that she passed the first senior services levy in the state of Ohio. And it wasn't just about passing a levy, it was the work that was required on her part for several years of working with then Governor Rhodes, the state legislature, just to enact state law that would allow a senior services levy to be put on the ballot. What's amazing is that today over 70 of Ohio's 88 counties now have a countywide senior services levy, generating over $140 million to support services for seniors. Today we're serving nearly 5,000 individuals each year. The services, the programs that we have today are really as a result of her vision. When I came to Clermont Senior Services in 1991, we were serving 225 to 250 individuals with Meals on Wheels. That number's nearly doubled in recent years. About 85% of the Meals on Wheels customers have said this is their main meal of the day. We're always looking at how we deliver services. Is there a way to do so more efficiently, more cost effectively, but to do so without compromising the quality of service?
Delivering a meal every day to certain individuals is critical. It's important. It's a touch point to make sure that they're still doing well and they need some attention. But some individuals need the meal, but they don't quite need a daily touch.
During 2011, we're rolling out a new product called Savory Select that seniors have the option of 31 different menu choices. They actually get to choose what they want to eat for the day, and they can heat it up at their convenience. That's really important for someone, for example, who goes to dialysis and they may not be home for delivery. It has been a huge cost savings and will be an even greater cost savings as we move forward.
We are always looking at ways in which we can help people stay in their homes for as long as possible. Many times that's about their homes being safe. Do you need a grab bar? We can provide grab bars for you. Do you have a smoke detector? If you don't have a smoke detector, we will see that one is installed for you. Really, things that we take for granted. We go home, we walk in our house, we turn the faucet on. We go home, we walk in our house, we flush a toilet. You know, when those things don't happen, you know, what does someone do? One of the most significant services that we provide within our home repair and modification program really is our ability to go out and construct ramps. You know, we have people that haven't been able to get out of their homes, and we have volunteers who help with that, as well as other organizations that we contract with.
If you need help with anything, if you call Senior Services, they will try to work it out and help you with just about anything that you need. They run the vacuum, they dust, and they do a lot of things. But the main thing is just having somebody here to talk to.
So many of these older adults are really in an environment where their family is not terribly close by. Perhaps their family is all gone, but the opportunity for them to stay in a familiar setting, to stay in a safe setting, not only is important for their well-being, but it is important for the financial well-being of our society as well.
Without seniors, I wouldn't be in my home today, which I love. It means so much to me. Since losing my vision, I know where everything is in my home. I just think of them as my guardian. They're taking care of me.
Adult Day Services allows older adults who would not be able to be alone or in even some of our social settings like our lifelong learning centers, but provides a welcome place for them with incredible volunteers and wonderful staff. Whenever I walk in there, I'm always amazed at the care that they give. The customers at Adult Day Service are provided transportation. Our drivers are all over the county, picking them up at their homes and bringing them into the center, and they arrive in the morning, 9:30, and they're there. They have lunch together, they do activities together, and they leave at 2:30, and the drivers take them home.
My mom is 85 years old. She has dementia. And as the dementia progressed, it became more and more difficult to hire people to come in and help me with her in her daily living skills. The time that she is at the center allows me to feel more normal. I can actually go to the grocery store, get my hair cut, go to the doctor for myself, because as a caregiver, I find that you don't take care of yourself. The bus drivers, they just make her feel safe when she gets on the bus. They welcome her warmly as well as me. They make me smile in the mornings.
I think that perhaps the program area that's been most personally rewarding for me over the last 15 years or so has been the development of senior housing facilities. We last year opened our 6th senior housing facility. We will begin construction on our 7th this spring, and when it's completed we will have over 250 apartments that provide a nice, comfortable home for moderate to low income seniors who in many cases would not have any alternative but to go to a nursing home.
The Clermont Senior Apartments are incredible. They provided a much needed service. It's their place, you know, it's not that like they're living in a facility, it is their apartment, and it helps them to remain independent, and again, I think that's so important.
A lady named Mary came up to me and took my hand in hers, and she had tears in her eyes, and she said, "Mr. Brown, I want you to know that this is the nicest place that I have ever lived." The lifelong learning centers that we operate at Miami Township and Union Township and the civic centers, the partnerships with the trustees in those townships, where we bring in the programming and we work with the interest of the seniors in the community for what they like to do, but the cost for those facility operations that the township provides as a service to their residents is at no cost to us, and so it's a wonderful partnership.
I'm Pat Eswine. I teach crocheting and knitting here at the Union Township Senior Center. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've got some of the ladies that are still in the class have been with me the full 5 years, and I'm so proud of them. I am really proud of them. They each bring in a project they'd like to work on, and then sometimes we all put down what we're working on and go with theirs. We've had Spanish lessons, we've had French lessons, Tai Chi. I mean, there's everything here. There's things for ladies that are not really active, but it's also a chance for some of them to socialize who do not have anything else. Come over and give us a chance. Come and meet with us, and you'll see how enjoyable it is to work with these ladies. Everybody's got a talent. Come and share it with us.
I think the real story of Clermont Senior Services is our employees and volunteers.
The calls that come in from the seniors themselves, you know, I do get to get out and experience it one-on-one from time to time, and I've delivered myself, and it's a wonderful feeling.
It would be easy just to drop off a meal, but most people will do more than that. They'll stay and they'll talk a few minutes. They'll try to get a feel for what's going on in that person's life.
One person can do so much, and that's really what it's about. One person, just like Lois Dale, one person stepping forward and saying, something needs to be done.
Well, as board chair for Clermont Senior Services, I certainly do want to thank everyone who has helped Clermont Senior Services over the years with your contributions, with your volunteer time, with the efforts you've made to educate and help others to understand the services that are provided for our elderly adults.
This evening, this room is filled with friends of Clermont Senior Services, individuals, many of whom have been sharing their time and their resources for years to support the work that we do. I want to take the opportunity to thank each one of you for your support, your caring, not just your support of me as an individual, but it's your support of the thousands of older people whose lives we touch each year. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.